everyone. All right, so it's pretty dark in here today, and that is on purpose. We hope to look at some UV things today. Oops, I need that. Look at those beautiful crystals. Hey there, Rufo. Isn't that a fun color? Wonder if I could zoom you in a little even. Oop, that's too much. On my wobbly tripod. Oh, come on. All right. This is excuse me, some kind of a really big like septarian mass that I found the other day when I was out doing some blacklight hunting. And I was quite surprised that these crystals inside glow red. They actually phosphorus for a very short time. I said I was going to do some more looking into these because they do some funny things with their phosphorescence, and I haven't done that yet. But in the meantime, they're kind of just a white crystal in a dark matrix and red when we hit them with UV. So I picked up actually quite a bit of this material. Any piece of it that had, I mean, look at those crystals. Aren't they kind of interesting? My focus isn't grand today. But we'll roll with it anyway. So yeah, like I say, I picked up a ton of that. Well, not a ton, but quite a bit of it. And while I was out that night with my UV, I found a piece of petwood. And it's by no means a good looking piece of petwood. There is really like nothing going on there, but it sure did pop under the UV and I knew exactly what it was. So I'll pick that up too. I'm going to see if I can get you to come back out again somewhere. There we go. Yeah. So that came home too. And ooh, let's see what else is in here. Can we get anything else to pop? I found, or see if we could scoot some of those over. This rock has got maybe some fossil-y things happening in it. I mean, it's pretty ordinary until we light it up with the UV. It just glows something fierce under the UV, so I picked it up and brought it home, of course. Like I say, it's rather unextraordinary otherwise. But sure is fun. I gotta plug this in. I apologize. I am doing a balancing act this morning between, sorry, my hand, between charging the computer and the phone. So the phone's far more important. Anyway, let's see what else do I have in here that's exciting. We had looked at one of these. I'd sent Rufo something kind of like this. It was a lot lighter color, but it had these like lines, and then in the lines, the material kind of looks almost fibery. It is not a pet wood. It was some kind of like I don't know, an aragonite or an argonite or however you want to say that. Maybe something to that effect. I'm really not sure, but the UV reaction in that was fun. So naturally, it got brought home. Anything else in that box? No, I think that kind of sums it up. So I've got the littler UV beast. And my significant other just got the big one. And man, that thing puts out some light. That his is more like this size, although this is just a cheaper UV. It does stuff, but it's not the right UV. It's not the one you want. So his is like that big though, and oh boy, his UV beast put some light out, and it was a lot of fun. I found this while I was out hounding with my brother, and it's just a melted blob of glass. Hey there, Captain Chaos. But it's uranium glass. How fun is that, you guys? Look at that little blob sticking off up there. I love that stuff, you guys. And that's kind of just a cool little specimen piece. Like, it's got such a weird shape and such weird stuff going on that I think I might just leave that just the way it is. It's so bright. It's so outrageously bright. So I'm gonna move a couple of these really quick. Bear with me. Maybe I'll just put them over here, and we will look at some more rocks other than just this UV stuff here in just a minute. We just want to get all of the UV stuff out of the way so we can turn the lights on. Okay, so there's that one uranium glass that I found. And like I say, my significant other just got the bigger up UV beast. And so we have gone on some night hunts we've been calling them like glass smash. Let's go to the glass smash. Things like that. But we've been heading out to some of the old like glass dumps at night with our UV, like old glass dumps. And I think I've kind of got this like sectioned off into like the different pieces that I was finding. Like I think these two are the same piece. I think these are all the same piece. Here's a white milk glass, I think they call that. I didn't get that very clean. I didn't get a lot of this very clean. Where we were digging it was super oily, and none of this stuff really wanted to clean up. But I think, oh, and I had some, let's see, a weird like clay pottery like sort of stuff with a UV uranium glaze on it. Let's see if I can find a piece of that really quick. Yeah, I think that's a piece of it. Let's see, where can we put him where he's kind of in view here? There we go. All right, are you ready, guys? Ta-da! That one up there, man, it's so dang bright. It's a pretty thick piece too. It's so bright though, like just about blow you away. That milk glass is very green, glows very, very green as well. And this whole, like I can almost put this whole thing back together. I found quite a bit of this piece of, I don't know, cup. What was it, a cup or something? I think that these two pieces were the same, maybe a bowl. My significant other found a huge chunk of this piece, and I really like all of the um, etched pattern in that. This might even be what they call Vaseline glass. I don't know. I know very little about old glass. I know that this glass is probably about 100 years old. That's about all I know. These ones are kind of sharp, so I better be careful with these. But I think that these probably all kind of went to the same dish, maybe a dish. And then this piece up here with the uranium glaze. I found quite a bit of this. There's I think maybe 5 or 6 more pieces of this up in that mess of glass up there. So I have been, you know, cabbing up, smoothing out the edges and cabbing up some of these pieces, other pieces of glass, and then wire wrapping them and things like that. But I love the chatoyance on this green. I've got a cab that just shines like a pearl out in the sun. I mean, it looks kind of like dingy, dirty stuff if you catch it in just the right light, it's like an opal or a pearl or something. It's just stunning. Like I say, it looks almost dingy in the wrong light, but in the right light, that patina is beautiful. I have not cut, polished, or shaped any of my UV glass yet, any of my uranium glass yet. A lot of my friends have warned me to be very careful not to inhale the dust off of this. And while all of the cutting and polishing I do is wet cutting and polishing, I still think I'd rather err on the side of caution and not use a COVID mask, get an actual mask. Because I'm fairly certain that even in minute amounts that uranium glass dust is about the last thing I want in my lungs. So I'm holding off in making anything out of these just yet so that I can get some better PPE. But I'm just so excited. Like I'm hooked. The sun sets and I'm like, is it time to go? Is it time to go? Let's go hit the glass smash. The only not fun thing about this is that the little skeeters and gnats and all kinds of little things, they just love the light at night. And yeah, they're all up in your business. But that's the plan with some of that, is to eventually make some tabs and things, wire wrap projects with that. Let's see, I think that's about all the UV stuff I had to show. So I'm going to pop some lights on here. Open a curtain. All right. Yay. Let there be light. And I went for a walk with my brother the other day and he laughed at me. He was like, "Did you have a rough day, sister?" He was like, what is that? Did you have a rough day? You would Jeff just say? I said, hey, and immediately got a phone call. Oh, man. Well, join us now or join us later. It's okay. Anyway, I think this is just like a piece of granite, but actually I'm trying to shade some of the light out because it's quite purple. And then again, purple and reds and things just don't show up on my camera. So anyway, I was like, it's purple. And he actually agreed, which a lot of the men folk don't see purple the same way that I think I might see it. Here's just a piece of red rock. So yeah, like I say, brother was laughing at me. This one looked quite blue. It doesn't on camera at all. So I told him to stuff it, keep his little mouth shut, and leave me alone. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. Can you? Or I might need to do that, Captain, or Rufo might need to. I know, right? Right, Rufo? Let's see. I am not getting good focus. So this has some little like webby bits in it. Do you guys see some of the like little webbiness happening? And it was enough to get me curious, enough to pick it up and maybe take it out to the chopper and see. There we go. Thank you, Rufo. I was just trying to do it on my phone. Oh, the focus again. Whoops. Now, can't make up my mind. Close or not. There we go. And it might just be a big fat bunch of nothing. But again, it's got something happening, so I want to just cut it and see. Not a big deal, just that. This has some little fossils in it. You can see a shell sticking out right there. Come on, focus. So really nothing special. Like brother nailed it when he was like, geez, sister, did you have a rough day? Yeah, I might have. Thank you very much. Here's a big piece of feldspar that actually I think brother picked up and put in my bag. I did pick up a feldspar, but it was this one. And so for anybody watching in the future, we've got Rufo and Captain Chaos and Jeff all in the chat here today. And check this, check the replay of the chat here. We've got the link for Captain Chaos in the chat here. Go check him out. Sometimes our feldspars UV are reactive under the UV in kind of a unique and interesting way. I haven't checked this one and it probably won't, but I love that big tabular face that we're getting all that flash on. What else is in here? This looked like junk. Brother was like, what the heck did you pick that up for? Well, there's a big fossil in it. And it's like a star thing. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little arms sticking off of it. Kind of a wild little thing. He backed off a little after I was like, brother, don't give me a hard time. That's why I kept that. And he was like, okay, I can see why you kept that. Why did I keep this though? Because it's just a stout son of a gun. Let's see the focus here. It's a stout son of a gun. And who knows, I may get bored this winter and want to cut that. Okay, moving on. There's a fancy Jasper. He's not the, smoothest, toughest, but he had some lines and stuff. He might make a good tumbler rock. Yeah, definitely go do things while you listen. Sometimes I have to do that as well. I think that might be a little petwood. And this one was like, again, we're gonna probably argue about color, but this kind of had a purple color to it. Pink and purple. Ugh, pink, purple, and blue. Just. This one's full of little fossils. How pretty is that? Wasn't a total bust of a day. It just was slim pickings. Speaking of Slim, it's been a minute. He's kind of fallen off a little lately. I miss Slim. Get back, Slim. Get back to work. There's a little shell thing. Shell thing. That's the extent of my fossil knowledge. There's a little shell thing. Anyway, I love those jaspers with all the fossils in them. Here's another jasper. I would call this maybe a brecciated jasper. Brecciated, however you say that. It's just got all these little crystal quartz pockets in it and all throughout. Yeah, I love how when it comes time to like, hey, what time are you going to do this? Or what time are you going to do that? And it's like, oh, I'm going to do that at, 10 o'clock. My time or your time? My time. What time is that in my time, I wonder? It's like, oh, so time zones can be, I don't know why. I'm a grown adult. I should be able to figure that out fairly quickly in my mind. But I'm always just like, how many hours from now? This reminds me of that little Septarian that Jeff had in his pocket the other day. I might have to polish him up. And then just a handful of littles here. I don't know what that is, but some of that's pet wood. That's just a little like speckly rock. Pet wood. But boy, you guys, like, I'm proud of this rock and I like this one and a handful of littles. A mystery rock, and the rest were just like mercy grabs, like, oh, I haven't picked anything up in a long time. How about a purple quartz? So some days are like that. You take the good days with the bad days, but lately my nights have been better than my days. We might have to do something to remedy that. I cut all that stuff that I cut from Jeff the other day. Was so much fun. So I've got a lot of polishing work still to do on that. Let's see, it was actually, I think, holding up my tripod. That little extra tail weight over there. Now I can't get it to stay. That's cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep track. Today is kind of my like last day to relax a little bit. Oh, and then get this, you guys. I'm gonna put my hand in there. Sorry, because let's see, how else do I do this? Oh, that's not what we want. Okay, so check this out. Let's see. Turn you around. I got bit by something on the lip last night while I was sleeping. And when I woke up this morning, my lip was huge. It looked like I had Botox or something. It was horrible. I was like, oh no, now is really not a good time for this. We are getting ready to have an all-class reunion this weekend, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so that's literally all classes who have ever graduated from this school are going to be up here attending this reunion. And I'm going to try to burn the candle from like 3 different ends of the stick. I'm going to work my day job during the day. I'm going to attend bar at night, and I'm playing music sometime in there. So basically I'm scheduled to work from the moment I wake up and put my feet on the ground until I crash at night, and again with like 5 hours of scheduled sleep between Friday and Saturday. So I'm just working like an incredible amount of hours this weekend. And I wake up this morning with like a Botox lip, and I'm like, no, 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 no. Now is not a good time for this. No, 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 no. Oh, please, no. So I took one of my kids' Otter Pops, one of those little frozen popsicle things, and I kind of got the swelling to come down a lot. Like it's barely noticeable now, thank God. But yeah, when I woke up first thing this morning, I was like, looked like I spent the night in Hollywood and got some bad Botox. So I'm glad it looks a lot better, but yeah, it's like today is my kind of last little bit of normal before I just deep dive. Like, and it's really getting crunchy. Like the whole town is getting crunchy. Like, where, I mean, imagine if not just your class, but all of the classes who have ever graduated your school showed up in your town for the weekend. It's not a lot. Our graduating classes are very, very small. We're talking 20-25 kids on average. Like 10 is a small class. 30 to 35 would be a really big graduating class up here. And so when you take it class by class, it's barely a drop in a pail. What town can't handle 30 people? We can. But when you take all of us together, and some people are going to be bringing their families and things, that's like 700 to 900 people. That's like double to triple our regular population. So it's setting up facilities for all these people, getting all of the shade awnings and things set up for all of these people, and making sure we got enough food and ice and camp spots and things. I mean, it's just nuts. It's nuts around town right now getting ready for this, and it's gonna be nuts until it's over. So yes, you should get glitter stickers. Absolutely. At least holographic, you know? I don't know. Mine aren't glittery or holographic, so I can't say much, but I like glitter and sparkly things, and I like things that light up with UV. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing the package exchange with Jeff and cutting all those agates. They're beautiful. I cut that self-collected Kentucky agate that he sent. That's stunning stuff. I can't wait to get into that. I got a big second half of the week to get through though before I can have fun with rocks. I actually wondered, should I even go live today or should I be focusing on the reunion? And then I was like, bleh, reunion, reunion, reunion. I swear if I hear reunion one more time, I just want to go say rock and UV. And, I just want to go like get a little tiny, tiny taste of normal before I dive into the rest of this week. And so I know they're two different kinds. I know. Yeah, you guys, I love my stickers. I'm have one handy, I'm sure. The only excuse me, the only problem with my stickers, it looks backwards to me. It probably looks right to you guys, so is that they don't show up very good on a dark surface. They almost disappear on a dark surface. But other than that, I love them, and I am definitely going to be getting some more stickers. And if you're in the market, Rufo's got a link you can click to save some money on your stickers if that's what you guys are looking forward to doing. I know Jeff kind of commented him and Vicky are thinking about designing a sticker when they get settled into their new place. Be sure to take advantage of that link that Rufo offers, Jeff and Vicky, when you get ready to do that. What else do I know? There's going to be a geode cracking tonight, I do believe. I may miss it. Wednesday night is my meteorite night, and I'm looking forward to that just as much as I was looking forward to this. Just like, time out, don't bother me. I'm in my meteorite meeting. Don't bother me. So yeah, today is my reprieve from all of the hard work I have to do later this week. And so I may miss the stuff, but just know that if I wasn't hanging out with my meteorite family, I would definitely be hanging out with my rock family. So Yeah, but either way, if that's something you're looking into, Rufo, is getting some stickers. I'd like to try some different kinds. Um, for sure, like you were saying, maybe some glittery ones or some holographic ones or something. So, Geo cracking at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, and the Geo Cracker Collector channel for those reading in the future or watching in the future, since I just helped you out with that. Yeah, be sure to check those fellas out. They're a cool couple of guys. They're between Rufo and Tyler, checking out what's inside the geodes. Pretty much that's what I've found here. I mean, definitely wasn't a geode because there wasn't an empty cavity in this thing, but look at it, as big as my head. Oh, I'm so glad to snatch your last sticker. Thank you. But this rock, when I found this in the field, this was literally as big as like an ottoman. And I was literally squatted down in the middle of this thing, picking pieces out of it, like with my UV, like which pieces had the best crystals and were the most UV reactive and would make the coolest little specimen pieces and stuff. And I mean, just if you can imagine a chunk of this the size of an ottoman just crumbling out of the side of the hill, it was just way too much fun. I just, now that I've figured out how to UV hunt at night, like every time I went, this little thing is not as good. This is, I would not recommend this for night hunting. It just doesn't, you've got to pretty much get like, you've got to be hunched down the whole time to see the ground really good with this. You definitely see uranium glass, but that, I mean, you can see that stuff across the field if you hit it just right with the light. But having the bigger UV light definitely helped the night hunting. This one's great for in-home use and stuff, but it just wasn't quite enough. And every time I took it out by myself and tried to do it, I got weird alien abduction vibes and felt like I needed to get back in my vehicle to save my life. Like, what in the heck? I have no idea. So I've tried to do some night hunts prior and was like, nah, it's not for me, man. I get all weird out there, which is weird because I never feel weird in the daytime, ever, ever, ever. Like, never, ever. I feel like I'm definitely top of the food chain and like I boss my outdoor world around. Like I that is my domain. I have been in the nature since I was tiny. I know how to read the nature. I know, so I've always felt very, very comfortable regardless if I'm alone or not. But as soon as I do this at night, I'm like things just got weird. So I'm glad to get over that. Like having my significant other join me has definitely helped, but I think just getting over that hurdle and doing it a few times and getting used to seeing things in the UV out at night and things is the creepiest moment I had this time was that I knew where the truck was, but no matter how much I shine my UV light in the direction of the truck, it would not reflect off of anything. And I was like, I can't see the truck. And so that's kind of a scary thing. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. It was just a little odd. Like I know it's there, but I can't see it. And as soon as you put a real flashlight on it, you could see the truck again. And I was like, I knew it was there, but you just, and this light doesn't reflect off dog's eyes either, like other flashlights do. So I'm like, where's my dog? Where's my dog? And she's like, right there. And so it is just a little bit different. And I'm glad that I'm kind of getting over that hurdle and able to go out and enjoy it and not feel like I'm going to get taken. So yeah, I got lots of UV stuff, lots of projects to do there. But like I say, I want to get a good face mask, a real respirator mask before I start cutting and grinding on that. So I've done some other glass stuff, like I say, and it's turning out really cool. I really like it. I got all kinds of rock projects going on. So Captain Chaos says that his time zone does not coordinate well with other rock time zones and channels, and that he dislikes that very much. I know, I wish people wouldn't go live when I'm at work. Can't you wait till I get home? Like, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I know how that is, Captain, to sometimes you're either up really early or up really late because you just got to see this live. You want to be chatting and stuff. And then the next thing you know, you're at work the next day and you got bags under your eyes and you got spider bite on your lip and you look like you got Botox and you're like, yeah, I had a rough night. Okay. I'm going to make it. It was my poor choice to stay up late and watch rock videos. So I'll pay the consequences. But, it's been fun. Too many mosquitoes. I've got a mosquito bite there. I've got a mosquito bite there. I got a spider bite or some kind of bite on my lip. I'm just like, I hope I make it through this weekend and then I can just kind of crash a little bit. So, yeah, hang in there, rock warriors. It's worth it when you find something cool or when you cut something fun or you have a final product that you're very proud of. It's worth it. It's worth it to have this rock community, the rock fam. You guys are the best. So you all know what to do. Maybe Captain Chaos hasn't heard my spiel yet, but my spiel is go share the love. Hit the like button, leave a nice comment, support our rock community. And that way, if you can, give somebody some watch hours, let it play for your dog while you go to work. Here, watch some Rufo. Here, watch some Captain Chaos while I go to work today. You know, put on Prairie Girl Rocks for your dog. Trust me, they'll love it. I'm your dog's new favorite channel. Just ask. They'll tell you. So do that, do all that great things that we do to spread the love and support our community here. And it was great to just focus on some rocks, light some stuff up with the UV this morning, visit, hang out. I'll catch you guys this afternoon if I can. And this evening is my geek out with my meteorite buddies. So if you guys are curious about that, check out Topher Spin Meteorites on YouTube. And there's a Topher Spin Meteorites Facebook page that you can check, and it's got the link for the Zoom meeting. So check that out if that's something you're interested in learning more about meteorites. Check us out and come hang out with us if you feel so inclined. So anyway, you guys, it's been great hanging with you. I'll see you around. Go do the thing, spread the love. I'll sing the song for you and we'll see you again soon. Pretty rocks out on the prairie, pretty rocks are everywhere, pretty rocks are, I'll still look at them reading, pretty rocks are everywhere. Yeah, and give this video a like, give other videos a like. Love you guys. I'll see you.